Assalamu alaikum to you all and welcome to the voice of the students that come on your way every week here on Jimbale TV. And today we are having special guests here. I will not be faster than my shadow. I will just allow them to introduce themselves to you.
Good afternoon, everyone. I am Fode Fati, a former student of Olindum Senior Secondary School and also an ex-member of the club.
Thank you so much, Fode. Which club?
Olindum Press Club.
Thank you so much, and then you're welcome. Feel free. Can you also tell us who you are?
Thank you, Khadija. My name is Samatulai Job, ex-president of Olindum Press Club.
What do you guys have for us today? You're welcome, Ramatulai.
Okay, today the topic that we want to discuss is the impact of social media on youth.
The impact of social media on youth. Wow, that's a very important topic, and I think it's something that concerns everyone, whether the young, the old, everyone in general. So I have a doubt about this. Debaters will always be like, social media causes more harm than good. I want to know your argument, your stand about this topic.
Okay, I wouldn't say social media is more harmful than good, but it's based on the way we use it. You know, the responsibilities lie on the individual and their guidance. Yeah, if you use it in a way that you know that it can benefit you, for sure it will really help. But if you use it in the other way, you might misuse it. You understand? Which might lead to distraction and the likes.
So, in what way do you think social media can be beneficial to the youth?
Okay, it can be beneficial to the youth through like it can create a platform where youths can have like access to like many educational opportunities and also a platform where they can express themselves. You understand? So these are all ways that social media can benefit the youth, and also through educational content. Like for example, when you go to the YouTube, you see many educational programs that helps a lot of students.
Wow, thank you so much. I've seen your stand already. Young man, or should I call you a boy? Can you also tell us your stand about this topic?
As is social media is based on how we use it. It has both negative impact and then positive impact. But many people will say social media is helping us a lot. That's the truth. But if you look at the statistic already, like if we are to make it in terms of percentage, we can say like it is almost 50 over 50%, 50%. Negative impact 50%, positive impact 50%. You understand? Because most of the students, especially students, like some will ignore the schoolwork and then spend most of their time on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, and other stuffs instead of working on their academic. And that thing will lead to academic failure, academic failure. And then they will start blaming the parents or the school or the teachers. You understand? But the main reason is from the student itself, because the time the student is spending on the mobile phone, instead of using that time to focus on the book and other works activities, but he or she use it to be scrolling on social media like that. You understand? Especially when there's a viral video like everyone is watching, and he or that particular person would also try to watch that video. You understand? So it is very difficult for us to maintain our academical standard if we are to use social media like as our daily activities. It will affect us a lot. We just have to know what to do and where to do it. You understand?
But do you also know that some students believe so much on social media that they don't believe in their own potentials anymore?
Yeah, that's happening. That's happening now. But the thing is, you just have to understand what you want. You understand? As you were saying here, social media is based on the way you use it. You understand? You know what I want. When I go to social media, everything is there. That's right, everything is there. But the positive side, job opportunities are there, business opportunities are there, many other things. But me, I choose to go for something that doesn't benefit me instead of focusing on something that will benefit me. You understand? So if some students or people have the mentality that social media is more important than their face-to-face interaction with the people, me, I don't support that. Honestly speaking, no.
Okay, let me have my mic. Coming to you, Ramatulai, what do you have to say about students that believe so much in social media than their own potentials?
That is just lack of, like how you said, believing in yourself. Because you will see to it that when you believe in this, like apps, or I can say this social media, like you will reach a this thing,
Certain stages.
certain stage where you know that even they give you a task to do, you know that you can do it, you have the capabilities, but even if you do it, you will not be sure of yourself.
yourself.
It will kill your confidence, you understand? So that is a very like dangerous thing. So
Let's relate that to exams. We have smart students that are very smart, but still, if they don't use social media, they still cannot sit to their exams.
You see?
And then that is causing more harm than good. At the end of the day, we are going to be more dependent on social media than our own intelligence. So now, artificial intelligence is taking over like natural intelligence. So now, I want you to help us with few things that you think the government can implement to minimize the negative impact of social media.
Okay, the first thing is that the schools have to engage students. You understand? Or the community have to do their campaigns in order to enlighten the people in the community about the negative impact of social media on the youths. You understand? So if that happens, it will minimize the how to call the negative effect on the youths of the how to call the social media. You understand? When school also try to enlighten students about it, like civic education, they were teaching us about the negative impact of drugs. You understand? So that alone teach us. You understand? It makes us to understand the negative of drugs. It makes us to understand the drug addiction is not good. You understand? So that alone will help people to adopt a positive vibes in social media instead of focusing on the negative sides.
So, Rahmatullah, I want to ask one question. Do you think kids that are underage should be allowed to use, like, to browse on social media anyhow?
yeah, I would say yes, but based on like when like their parents or their guidance try to have open communication with them. When I say try to have open communication with them, it's like to tell them their limitation on how to use it, what are the benefits of it, and what might be the health risks of it. So when parents or guidance do that, they are guiding their children how to use it. So you will see to it that when a child come across bad content or things that you know that they will not help them to develop, they will not do it because they will say this and that, or my parent have advised me to avoid such. Yeah.
But then, do you know that, like what you're saying, I agree with you, but then some parents is the opposite. They will give iPads, other phone, like some kids will be using expensive iPhone that you and I don't have it today. So at the end of the day, they will be browsing a website like anyhow they feel like. In that case, they imitate what they see.
Yep.
So in that imitation, what do you think it can cause for the society?
Like students, like children will not perform anymore in schools. It will affect it will distract them.
Yeah, exactly.
And also children are going to be so addictive. You will see to it that even a day if they sit without those devices you just mentioned, they will be like they don't something in them is missing, you see. So, and you know that we say the young ones, they are the future generation of the nation. So if that then is continue, then which society are we hoping to? You understand? It's going to be very difficult. So what I said earlier, I think if as a parent, as a responsible parent, if you are going to give your children any electronic devices, try to make sure that you give them you give them the dangers of it and
exactly. They can even put like screen time where you know that like when this is the particular time, like if you want your child to use a phone like for 6 hours or for 24 hours, you set it, and then once that time's elapsed, then the phone automatically will bring out like screen time. You will not be able to access anything. But parents will not do that. Like if I thought it's 100, only 25 will do it out of 100. And then to be honest, like the government, the society, the parents, everyone have a role to play in this. It's either you enlighten your child your own, or you allow the child to learn in schools and other stuff. But today, if like let's take an example. If I am a counselor at the school and then a student brought a phone at the school and then I seize it, when the parents come to the school, the parents will not see it like the child brought phone to school, but the parents will just will be focusing on like the strict laws of the school. And what do you think that can cause?
Yeah, that will give the child the confidence.
Exactly.
Yeah, it will give the child the confidence. You'll be thinking like,
what I am doing is right.
It's right, you understand? So, yeah.
It's really crazy.
Yeah.
Do you think this illegal migration, this social media has connection to illegal migration?
Honestly speaking, I will not deny that. You understand? I will not deny that. We say peer influence. We can sit together and I will embark on this journey. You also embark on it. But sometimes you will be on scrolling on TikTok, Facebook, or any other media platform, and you will see youths will be saying that tomorrow we are going, the boat is already ready, or the ship is already ready. Here is where we are going to start, here is where we are going to end. And some people will be like, me, I went to Europe through Bagway. You understand? Many people will say that. So me sitting at home seeing them like that, that will also give me the courage to go and embark on the journey. You understand? So it has the connection. There's a connection.
Yeah, it has a big connection because sometimes, how am I supposed to know that this is the life we are living and you are abroad and I am here? Because you will be taking good pictures, driving beautiful cars. Now you're going to give me information, sending me pictures, boy, feed and other stuffs. The next thing that I will do is also join you there. So that is also something that is very influencer. Look at you, your boys at Basse right now. Where are they?
They are planning to come here.
Okay, like some of them are gone, and then the moment you have seen their pictures and other stuff, you'll be like, hey, from Fanasita and other stuff. At the end of the day, that is what causes all this. So social media is really it's causing more harm. Coming to talk about it, we are seeing this surgery that is going on now. These people will be doing surgery, structure, like, I don't even understand. You think, like, how did they know about it? How?
It's through social media, comparing yourself. Like, you see how those people, they look like.
Exactly.
Like, you are not content. You also try to be like them. So you can see to it that this, I can say, it lead to lack of contentment also. Exactly. It will make like the person to do anything possible to get what others do or what others you understand. So it can lead to that too. Yeah.
Exactly. Like there are many girls and boys on social media who are copying the lifestyle of these influencers on the social media.
Exactly.
But one thing that we need to understand is that we are not from the same background. Those people, they can do whatever they want on social media. Probably no one will even talk to them. But you know where you came from. You understand? Our cultures, our traditions, and our taboos is different. You know where you came from. If you are to adopt their system, it will affect you. And most of the people will not support you. So that's why some people will be complaining on TikTok and social media that me, I'm having a negative comments. People are commenting on my, they give me bad comments on my comment section. Me, I'll lock my comment section, I will do this. Lock it is your business. But the thing is, you have to understand where you came from. Exactly. That's what Mandinka said. Like, if you know where you came from, you understand? Exactly. But if you don't know where you came from, it's a big problem for you. So that's what people need to understand. If you go to Instagram right now, those children, ongoing students will be on Instagram posting their pictures, and those kind of pictures are not good. It will make people to give you bad comments because here we don't support that. If it is there, no problem, because for them, they are like that. That's how God created them. And for us, we are different. You understand? We are different. We are Muslims. We have to respect our religions and our cultures, everything.
That is like, it influences our values. You understand?
Exactly.
Social media influences our values in general.
Like, just imagine, I am born black, and then I saw you like having this bright color, and then I try to have it. The next thing that I would do is buying a lotion that is going to change my color. And they will never buy that lotion to change the color to black. They will never do that, but we are always doing that. And that is a bad thing, and we should be content, like you said. But also coming to talk about it, parents should also be role models, because every children is looking up to their parents as role models. So if I am looking up to an individual as my role model, and then the person acts otherwise, I would think that, yeah, what this person is doing is right. Let me also like imitate. The children imitate. And let's just take a look at it. Just like how students believe they are teachers more than their parents.
Yeah.
That is how, like, at the same time, people believe in their role models more than anyone else. Because today, if I should tell a child that 1 + 1 is 11, And then if the mother said 1 plus 1 is 2,
Yeah.
the child is going to believe what I said because the child will be like, this is my teacher and this is my mother. She knows more than my mother. So that is it. I believe every parent to be a role model to your children and then be an exemplary person. Not only parents, but even sisters. Sometimes you as an elder sister, your younger ones are looking up to you, what you wear, what you do, how you talk, how you walk, and other stuffs. So we ought to be careful about life in general, not only about social media.
Yeah.
So now, before we conclude, I want you to give an advice to the society, the parents, the government, the students, on how to minimize or how to use social media impactfully, something that can impact their lives.
Okay, the advice that I wanted to give today, the advice that I will be giving to the parents is that parents should serve as a guidance to their children, parental guidance and mentorship. Understand? So if parents are to monitor their children when they are using mobile phone, some parents are there. If they are to give you a mobile phone, they will give you a mobile phone that is not using a SIM card, that will not use internet. But what they are going to put there is these learning stuffs, A, B, C, and other Quranic verses. You understand? So that will help the kids to adopt those to memorize those A, B, C, and those Quranic verses and those baby movies. You understand? But you give a phone to your child with a SIM card, with a strong network, and then you just leave her like that to scroll on social media. It will exactly. It will waste his or her time, and he or that person will not able to focus on the things that will going to benefit him or her. You understand? So the parents have to try their utmost best to take good care of their children, monitor them, and limit their time on social media.
Thank you so much for that wonderful advice. Viewers or audience, I hope you all are getting what he have said. He's making sense. A very, very, very big contribution. And to every student out there or to every person out there that is thinking that my food is my privacy, just remember that where your right stops, that's where another person's right starts. Yeah. They are our parents and they have every right to meddle in our affairs. So if you are doing something positive with your phone, I don't think you should have a problem with someone checking in your phone.
Yeah.
What would you tell them?
Okay, in conclusion, I would like to tell my fellow youth that let us use social media as a tool. Let us just use social media as a tool. Let us not allow it to control our life. You understand? And the other thing is, let us try by all means to protect our mental health because it is very important. It dictates our lives. And also, let us focus on our education towards our goals. Yeah.
Okay. I remember there was a day when we were in school, tertiary institution, I mean. We are IT students. There was a day when my lecturer told the class that AI is not even a partner. AI is an assistant. You understand? The social media is here to assist, but it cannot replace the human being. You understand? I'm talking about exactly those students who focus more on ChatGPT and other AI things. You understand? They will be drawing their answers, any other presentation from ChatGPT, and the same thing, copy it and paste it. You understand? I don't say you cannot type or do your research on AI applications. It's fine, but make sure when you research it, you try and put your own words or statements there. That will make it easy for you to understand it. But if you copy and paste, even they ask you to explain, you will not explain it. Understand? Even to coding, there is this particular thing in IT, they call it coding. But now, even AI can do it. Even ChatGPT can do coding. But now, if you code from ChatGPT, now you put it in your laptop, you go to classes, and they ask us to explain our code. Those who code it from their head and those who got it from ChatGPT, there's a difference. Because those who bring it from their head will find it easy to explain their code, and those who bring it from AI will find it very difficult to explain it. So if you get something from AI, ChatGPT mostly make sure that you bring your own statements just to develop it and make it cool. But if you follow, if you copy and paste it, when it is time for explanation or presentation, it will be very difficult for you to explain well for people to understand what exactly you are talking about. So that's it.
It's just like we were saying, from the beginning, we made mention that people believe in social media than their own intelligence. And then talking about mental health, imagine me posting something on social media. I should expect good comment and a bad comment. But then the moment people start bringing in bad comments, I will give up.
You see?
And then that is the mental effect of it. And then I will start thinking about why are they doing that. But actually, whatever you do in life, people must criticize you. After this video here, when someone watches, the person will have a comment here. It can be a negative comment, and it can be a positive comment.
Yeah.
But then in life, you should also accept criticisms and let it not make us weak. Criticisms are made to make us stronger. And then this AI of a thing or social media of a thing, it is meant to guide us as youth, especially school-going students.
Yeah.
We are not supposed